It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he will go all the way. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 14-7. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return is Sean Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back set to go once more. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one, and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
A short one there to Otten. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Still second down.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's going to let this one go deep. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The 49ers offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Again, it's McCaffrey. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Now Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's into the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. To return is Tucker. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Mayfield to throw. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's going to be intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by White. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Sending a receiver right. On 2nd down, Baker. This one is brought in by Jarrett. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. Will be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Moody now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Irving now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now this team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Motion man, set right. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. We'll drop this underneath to White. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing is Mayfield. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Baker to throw. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
In motion now, it's Miller. Now, Mayfield. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On fourth down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on downs. The Niners offense ready to get back to work. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. And this will wind up a Niners 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he will finally be brought down at the Niners' 19-yard line. Big time play by McCaffrey. 31 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So, a win here for the 49ers. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.